Have you ever felt a story in the air? Not one written in a book, but one that just happens. Today, I want to share a tiny tale with you, one I call The Café That Closed at Dusk. It's about how the most beautiful moments are often the ones we can't keep. Picture this: a small, cozy cafe, the kind with mismatched chairs and the lingering scent of coffee and old books. It's been a neighborhood staple for years, but tonight is its last night. The sign on the door says it all: closing forever at dusk. The owner is quietly packing things away, a bittersweet symphony of clinking cups and rustling paper. As the sun begins to dip below the skyline, casting long golden shadows, only two people remain. They're strangers. One is staring out the window, watching the world hurry by. The other is nursing a final cup of tea, lost in thought. The owner, with a gentle smile, announces he's starting to turn off the lights. That's when it happens. The person by the window turns and says, "It's a shame, isn't it? A place like this disappearing." The other person looks up, a small, knowing smile on their face. "Maybe," they reply, "or maybe it's just making room for something new." And just like that, a conversation begins. They don't exchange names. They don't talk about their jobs or their pasts. Instead, they talk about the little things, the way the sugar sparkles in the dimming light, the taste of a perfectly brewed coffee. They talk about first heartbreaks and favorite songs, about the feeling of rain on a hot day, and the dreams they had as children. They share stories that feel both deeply personal and universally understood. With each memory shared, the owner turns off another light. First, the bright overheads go out, leaving only the warm, intimate glow of the lamps on each table. They aren't trying to save the cafe or even their conversation. They are simply present, honoring this small, fleeting moment of connection. There's no urgency, no desperation to hold on. It's an acceptance of an ending. They fall silent, not an awkward silence, but a comfortable, shared quiet. It's as if they've said everything that needed to be said. The owner approaches, his keys jingling softly. "Time to go," he says, his voice gentle. The two strangers stand up. They look at each other, a real, genuine look of gratitude. "Thank you," one of them says, "for the conversation." The other nods. "Thank you." They don't exchange numbers or promise to meet again. They know this moment was perfect precisely because it was temporary. They step out into the cool night air. The door clicks shut behind them, and the final light inside the cafe goes out. For a moment, they stand there on the pavement as the world rushes on around them. But in that shared space, there is an incredible sense of peace. It's the kind of quiet that follows a beautiful piece of music, a feeling of completeness. It feels as though the entire world has just taken a deep breath and together exhaled. They turn and walk in opposite directions, disappearing back into their own lives, carrying the warmth of that small, dark cafe with them. It's a reminder that not all endings are sad. Some are just quiet, peaceful, and perfect in their finality. What do you think? Have you ever had a moment like that? A brief connection with a stranger that left a lasting impression? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you enjoyed this little tale, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more stories about the beauty in the everyday. Close your eyes. Let the dream do the rest.